you to sign up your book. I need my advance on the next one too. They don't yeah. I need it. Yo, boy, I want some more. Cause I got a really big team. And they need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team. I got a really big team. They need some really big rings. They need some really nice things. Better be coming with no strings. Better be coming with no strings. We need some really nice things. We need some really big rings. I got a really big team, man. What a time to be alive. You and yours. First me and mine. Are we talking tens? Are we talking tens? Are you switching sides? Wanna come with me?
Welcome, ladies and gentlemen, to Columbia Place, home of the 2022 PACWEST Basketball Provincial Championships. Today's women's basketball game between the Langara College Falcons and the Okanagan College Coyotes. Before the game, we'd like to respectfully acknowledge that Columbia Bible College is located on the traditional and unceded territory of the Matsqui First Nation, affiliated with the larger Stolo people, who believe that the earth is a gift from God, the Creator. With this, we recognize the long-standing relationships that Indigenous people have to this land, as they are the original caretakers. May we treat this land and all its people with respect and understanding. At this time, I invite you to rise for the playing of our national anthem. Before we begin today's game, we would like to take a moment to acknowledge our PACWEST Conference Award winners. From the Okanagan College, First Team All-Star, number 10, Jordan Campbell. And the First Team All-Star, number 13, Paloma Niz Velasquez. Number 23, Elizabeth Hennig, PACWEST Defensive Player of the Year. And of course, PACWEST Coach of the Year, Andrew Green. And now, the starting lineup for today's game will begin with the Langara College Falcons. Number 1, guard Jessica Castillo. Number 3, guard Rachel Labrador. Number 4, guard forward Julia Scott. Number 6, guard forward Kate Parker. And number 15, forward Stephanie Martinez. The assistant coaches for the Falcons include Tony Lee and Denise Roussillon, and they're led by head coach Virginia Watson. And now, the starting lineup for the Okanagan College Coyotes. Number 5, guard Soleil Lowry. Number 6, guard Julia Grace. Number 10, guard forward Jordan Kemper. Number 11, guard Natasha Alfonso. And number 23, forward Elizabeth Hennig. The assistant coaches for the Coyotes include Maddie Kostakov, and they are led by head coach Andrew Jennings. Today's game will be officiated by Tracy Chan, Ron Dillon, and Brooke Briscoe.
Welcome inside Columbia Place here on the campus of Columbia Bible College. It's Ryan Waters alongside as we get set for the PACWEST Basketball Championships. The opening game, it's a women's quarterfinal. The number 6-seeded Langara Falcons taking on the number 3-seeded Okanagan Coyotes. Coyotes coming into play 10-6 during the regular season. The Falcons 4-14. They met 3 times during that regular campaign. The Coyotes winning all 3, and they will control the tip. This is Natasha Alfonso, gives it to Soleil Wilding. To Jordan Kemper, a first-team All-Star, first time in her career. As the Coyotes move the ball around nicely, here's Alfonso inside. That's Kemper with the left hand, can't get it to go. And the Falcons will clear the board, and here comes Jessica Castillo. Up to Karkner. Karkner has rejected there. That's Elizabeth Henney, the PACWEST Defensive Player of the Year. Ball on the ground will be picked up here by Kreitz. And then a whistle away from the play. Rebecca Labrador is grabbing the back of her head. She's the best offensive threat for the Falcons. We hope that she's okay. 11.6 points per game during the regular season in her rookie year, 5'9", out of Vancouver. And hopefully she's okay. Training staff will assist her. There was a rejection down low by Elizabeth Henney, and then Labrador ended up on her backside. And then in that fight for the loose ball, I think she bumped her head. Staff continue to look at her. This is the opening game of this PACWEST Basketball Championship. She'll get a nice round of applause from the fans here at CBC. And she'll have to sit out for at least a little while. And the new Langara Falcon that will check in is Caitlin LaFleur, number 8. The Falcons wearing their orange road uniforms, looking pretty sharp. The Coyotes wearing the white home jerseys as the higher seed, the 3rd seed, best seeding in program history. This is their 3rd year in the PACWEST for the Coyotes. That's Alfonso inside to Kemper. Kemper, nice spin move, goes with the left, can't get it to go. Henny's there, flat-footed rebound. Henny tries to spin and it gets the friendly roll, and that's how this game begins, the opening bucket of the 2022 PACWEST Basketball Championships. Now the Coyotes like to press. It's a light press there. One-on-one. And they get the ball on the outside. That's Karkner. Here up top, Stephanie Martinez touches the ball for the first time. Stolen by Henny. Here's Soleil Wilding. Wilding, cross court, tracked down by Kreitz, but she stepped on the out-of-bounds line, and that's a turnover. And Rachel Labrador seems to be okay. She's sitting back down on the bench, and the next stoppage, she may ask to come back in. So here's the press by the Coyotes. Castillo will bring the ball up the floor. Former Douglas Royal, Castillo in her 4th season. Hands it here to LaFleur. LaFleur to the middle. That's Karkner. Touching the ball for the first time, Julia Sprout. Sprout will drive, then put the brakes on, get it back to Castillo, 5 on the shot clock. Castillo baseline, Karkner, her long shot, that's Sprott, no good, front rim, and Henny will track it down. And then Henny tried to sidestep Martinez, but I think Martinez got her with a reach in. It's a body foul, the first on the Falcons. And that's the first on Martinez. That's Henny, has to go off perch. Castillo with the steal. Wants to run, tries to get up to Karkner. This one's knocked away. Alfonso getting back. Alfonso has control, left-handed dribble. She brings it up. There's a steal. Steal by LaFleur. They've got numbers. LaFleur all the way to the hoop. Takes a body, no call. And she'll get her own rebound, but touch the back line. And that's a turnover by the Falcons. Andrew Genie, the PACWEST Coach of the Year, Okanagan College coach, has a quick conversation with a couple of teammates. And the Coyotes have it, the offensive zone, get it across to Kemper. That was Soleil on the 3, no good. Alfonso with a rebound, offensive board, second chance for the Coyotes. Kemper wants to launch from downtown, no good, and then a foul. We'll be calling Julia Kreitz. That's her first foul.
Number 6 on the play.
First on the Coyotes. And here comes the full court pressure. Castillo doesn't want to get trapped in that corner. Castillo going to dribble up the middle of the floor. Good idea. Doesn't want to get trapped anywhere, and she'll get across the timeline. She'll find Karkner. Her drive, no good. And another rebound by Henny. Henny will put the brakes on, almost traveled and then threw it away. A little out of control was Elizabeth Henny, one of the original members of the Okanagan Coyotes. In her 3rd year. Now, a substitution will come in for the Falcons. Nadia Singh will check in, and Martinez will go have a seat. During the regular season, Falcons scoring 59.3 points a game. The Coyotes scoring 78, so quite a differential there. You can tell by the record, Falcons 4-14, the Coyotes 10-6. Sprott on the outside wants to get into the paint. Left-handed dribble, no good. And Henny with another board. Henny looking for an outlet. She has Alfonso. Alfonso wants to run, gets it up to Kemper. Kemper hands it here to Henny, and then a steal. Parkner with the steal. So far, the Falcons are playing good defense. There's Sprott. Sprott wants to drive on Kemper. Sprott into the paint. Nice spin move. Can't get it to go. She goes high window. Kemper comes away with it. Has Wilding. There's Wilding. Soleil, nice move, but can't get it to go. Jessica Castillo is going to be hit with a foul for the Falcons, their second. And Rachel Labrador set to check back in for Langara. Sprott will go have a seat. Wilding will shoot 2 from the line. Wilding during the regular season from the charity stripes, 63.6%. And she got her first one. As a team, the Coyotes shot just 65% from the free throw line. And her second free throw, nothing but net. She's 2 for 2. Her first 2 points, now it's 4-0 Coyotes. Here's the press, Labrador trying to break it. This one knocked away by Wilding. Wilding has numbers if she can hustle. Hands it here to Kreitz. Her for 3 is no good. Kemper trying to get an offensive board. Somehow it ends up in the hands of Wilding. Her wild shot is no good, and Castillo, shortest person on the floor, gets it, but gives it away. Kreitz with a nice steal, kicks it back to Wilding. Wilding for 3, no good. And Castillo with the rebound. Here comes Castillo. Nice pass there, and Langara on the board. Parkner with her first bucket. And then a whistle away from the play. This one is on Parkner. Kreitz will check out, and Paloma Nice will check in for the first time. A first-team All-Star, number 13 in white. And now a timeout by the Falcons. 4-2 the score, 6:08 remaining opening quarter. This women's quarterfinal between the number 6-seeded Falcons and the number 3-seeded Coyotes. A couple of awards handed out yesterday in favor of the Coyotes. I mentioned PACWEST Coach of the Year, Andrew Cheney, head coach of the Coyotes, giving them, or at least guiding them, to their best record so far in their, well, not infancy, but their third season in the PACWEST, 10-6, and yeah, their best seeding in this PACWEST championship. They have made the playoffs all 3 years. They haven't advanced past this quarterfinal in the first 2, so trying to get their first win in school history. The men Coyotes won their first playoff game last year in school history. They beat the Capilano Blues, who they will face today in a quarterfinal. That's coming up at 3 o'clock as the men's bracket will open up. Other award winners, Jordan Kemper, I mentioned, first-team All-Star, announced yesterday. Paloma Nice, also a first-team All-Star. Elizabeth Henny, Defensive Player of the Year. So 4 big awards for the Coyotes as the third seed in this PACWEST championship. So these teams played 3 times during the regular season. Coyotes won all 3. Their average victory was by 22 points. They shot 41.8% from the field in those 3 victories. Falcons struggled, only 27.6% from the field in the 3 meetings with the Coyotes. And I mentioned, even just look at the scores and the average scores. The Coyotes scoring an average of 78.8 points a contest. That's season-wide. Falcons averaging 59 points. Young team, though, Falcons are. Jessica Castillo, the only 4th-year student athlete for the Falcons. And we're ready to play after this timeout. We get it here to Kemper on the left wing. Kemper, high post, Henny looking down low for Nice. That one's tipped away. Nice play by LaFleur. She'll get it up here to Jessica Castillo. Castillo working on Alfonso, put the brakes on, and has nowhere to go. And then finally hands it here to Singh. Her first shot is good. Right back the other way come the Coyotes. Inside, that's Kemper. And Labrador hangs onto it for a jump ball. Good defense again by the Falcons and Labrador. It's going to be Falcons basketball. 4-4 the score, 5:33 opening quarter in this women's quarterfinal. And Castillo looks over the defense, sees the press. Gets it across. That's Singh. Singh almost traveled, hands it here to Labrador. Looks like the Coyotes now going into his zone. Kemper will jump out of Castillo. There's Lafleur. Lafleur wants to drive, gets to the paint, sends it to Parkner. 6 on the shot clock. Parkner almost traveled. And Singh with an offensive board puts it back. Nadia Singh. 4 points for her. She only averages 5 in a contest. She's got 4. They left Kemper wide open in the corner for 3. No good front rim. She'll track down her own rebound. Kemper wants to drive baseline, and she touched the baseline, the big Bearcat baseline, as you can see on your screen. And Castillo doesn't want to get trapped, almost did. Nice pass to Labrador, picks it up. She's trapped, however, right at the line. Tried to throw it off Coyote. And she must have tipped it off Alfonso, who claims no way. And Castillo will throw it in. 14 on the shot clock for the Falcons. Get it here to Singh. Singh on the wing, hands it here to Castillo. A long 2 for Jessica, no good. Singh will track down an offensive rebound. That's her second in as many trips down the floor. Inside, wide open. And they can't convert, can the Falcons? That was Lafleur. It's Alfonso. Pardon me, that is Nice. This is Alfonso now, top of the key. A long 3. That one's no good. Hit the bottom of the backboard. And Castillo away. Not a very good opening quarter shooting-wise. Is it a continuation? It is! Jessica Castillo with a nifty basket. Off the body of Wilding, continued on with a left-handed scoop shot and got it to go. And the Falcons have their first lead of this quarterfinal. 3 subs coming in for the Coyotes. Devin Felt will come in. Victoria Henny will check in. And I believe Jessica Verhaeg also checked in. Coach Genie going to his bench early on. 4-11, and Castillo misses the free throw, the 3-point play attempt. Cross court, now down in the corner. That's Henny, gets it up here to Nice. Nice takes it on shot clock, loses the handle, gets it inside. Verhaeg kicks it out to Felt. Her 3, good! It's her first 3. Coyotes love to shoot the 3. 517 attempts during the regular season. A lot of 3 attempts. And now a body foul. Labrador hits the deck again. She's okay this time.
Committed by Coyotes number 1.
Devin Felt getting hit with the foul. It's her first, 3rd for the Coyotes. 14 on the shot clock for the Falcons. Want to go inside, they get it to Singh. Nice pass, Singh, a little scoop shot. Can't get that one to go. Didn't get the friendly roll, but another offensive rebound, and Castillo goes high off the glass and in. Jessica's 4 in the quarter. And now a press by the Falcons. Get it here, Alfonso. Alfonso kicks it back to Felt. Felt, who hit it 3 moments ago, got another one. Devin Felt, back-to-back 3s since coming off the bench. Here's Castillo. Almost traveled, just got across the line. Castillo runs into a player. That was Nice. On the baseline, Lafleur's shot is way off. Parkner with another rebound, another offensive board. There's another one from Singh. Parkner, a 3rd offensive rebound. How about the Falcons on the offensive glass? They've been terrific. Here's Alfonso. Cross court. Nice, a deep 3. In and out. Henny with an offensive rebound. Her put back no good. Verhaeg gets her first bucket. Verhaeg only 4 points in contest during the regular season. She got to put back here. And it ties the game at 12. Here's Karkner. Karkner, a wild runner, but she got it to go. That's her 6th point of the quarter. Coyotes right back the other way. Henny has it go through her hands and out of bounds. So the Falcons lead by 2. With 2:11 to go, opening quarter. Castillo can't find anybody to give it to. Finally finds Labrador and gets it back. Right back to Rachel. We got across the line, almost got picked from behind. And here's Castillo, 17 on shot clock, plenty of time. There's Sid. Down the right side. There's a three from Labrador, no good. And Felt to flat-footed rebound, and here she comes. Felt wants to run, didn't have numbers, kicks it over here to Nice. Paloma Nice from Paraguay. Kicks it to her fellow countrywoman. And that is no good from Alfonso, both from Paraguay. Castillo comes away with it, here she comes. Castillo on the left wing, step back three, no good. And Felt clears the board, and here comes Felt. Evan Felt wants to run, and looks like it'll be a foul on Karkner. Hand check on Karkner.
Number 6.
And now a delay of game warning the official calls on the Coyotes. Karkner, that's her second foul.
Delay of game warning to the Coyotes.
What the call was for exactly, but a Coyote maybe threw the ball away, threw it to the crowd. Devin Felt will throw it in for Okanagan. Trailing by 2. Trying to find somebody to give it to. Finally they find Nice. Nice at the top. A shovel pass here to Felt. Center feet. Thought about a three. Nice pass inside. Verhey. Terrific pass by Felt. Underhand shovel pass, and it ties the game at 14. Here's Labrador. And this one picked off. Nice. Nice doesn't have numbers. She'll kick it back to Felt. Felt, 2 threes in the quarter. Make it 3. 9 points for Felt, who averages 5.9. She has 3 threes in the quarter. Under a minute to go, opening quarter. Karkner down the right side. Labrador kicks it back to Castillo. Kemper on her. Castillo, drive, puts the brakes on, tries to jump inside, gets it to Singh. Singh into the paint, and Singh gets it to go. Nadia Singh with 6 points in the quarter. Nice right back the other way. Nice trying to find somebody, picks up her dribble, finds Verheg. Why not? She can't get it to go, gets her own rebound. Back to Felt. Karkner on her, wants to stay close with 3 threes in the quarter. Picks up her dribble, this one deflected. Nice has it. Nice wants to drive, scoop shot no good. Singh with a defensive board. I like the play of Singh so far in this one. That one thrown away. 10 seconds to go. Felt wants to drive. Kicks it to Nice in the corner, 3, no good front rim. Loose ball, and it will be grabbed by Labrador. And that's how the first quarter ends. With the score, Coyotes 17 and the Falcons 16. Not the prettiest opening quarter of shooting. Both teams will no doubt settle in with the nerves. And we'll be back, take a quick break, be back with the second quarter. You're watching the in the regular season. Let's see if that trend continues for the Coyotes. Here comes Nice, gets it to Felt, pardon me, a deep three, no good, trying for her 4th of the ball game. Offensive rebound, Nice can't get it to go, tipped up by Singh, and Karkner has it. Karkner, Labrador, Castillo, Singh, and also Lafleur, who has it now, the starting 5 in the second quarter. Coyotes answering with Henny, Felt, Kemper, Nice, and also Verhage. Castillo, high arching shot, no good. Kemper will clear it. Here she comes, gives it up to Nice. Nice wants to get it up top to Henny. Kicks it over Felt, but she is on the out of bounds line. No basket. She had her shot, and she set her feet though. She stepped on the big blue line. The out of bounds line. That's, by the way, Victoria Henny, not Elizabeth Henny. They're twins. As a matter of fact, there's triplets. And now the other one of the triplets, Elizabeth, checks in. So Elizabeth and Victoria Henny on the floor at the same time. Verhage will have a breath. Get it here to Karkner. Karkner almost had it stolen. Castillo has it here. Pardon me, that's Lafleur. Now it's Labrador. Gets it here to Castillo. 11 on shot clock. Down to Singh. That one tipped away by Elizabeth. And out of bounds. Falcons basketball, but only 7 on the shot clock. And checking back in is Julia Kreitz. So she's back in. Victoria, pardon me, will sit out. And also Natasha Alfonso will check back in. And Felt will have a seat. Soleil Wilding back in as well for the Coyotes. She's guarding Castillo. So back to the starting 5 for the Coyotes. This one hit the top of the backboard. A wild shot, still bouncing around. And finally, it's Alfonso that collects it. Gets it here to Kreitz. Now to Wilding. Wilding kicks it back to Kemper. Kemper cross court. Kreitz, as the Coyotes move the ball around again. Nicely done by Okanagan. The 3 attempt by Wilding. It's good. 5 points in the ball game for Wilding. Castillo gets it here. That one's tipped away by Kemper. Kemper wants to drive. Kemper on Singh. It'll be Singh with the foul. Kemper will go to the line. Check in. Pardon me, go to the line and check in is Ali Chong. Castillo, the veteran, will have a seat. First shot by Kemper is no good. Kemper during the regular season from the free throw line shot 67%. Her second free throw, no good either. So 0 for 2. And this ball will be picked up here by Alfonso. Everyone just standing around. Alfonso launches a 3, doesn't get it to go. Now the Falcons are running. Karkner has her pocket picked by Kemper, and he went off Jordan out of bounds. Still Falcons baseball at the baseline. 19 seconds remaining on the shot clock. 8:09 on the big clock until halftime. 20-16. Coyotes with the lead, the 3rd seed. And they're home whites. Falcons trying to inbound. They do. This is Labrador. Little Lafleur, swinging around Chung. Chung wants to drive on Alfonso, kicks it out. Sprott kicks it back to Chung. 9 on the shot clock. Singh now. He wants Singh a little deeper than that. And that pass is going to go off an arm. And 2 on the shot clock now. Wilding with the steal. Soleil has her pocket pick. The loose ball will be Singh that picks it up. Wants to send it right back. Karkner in alone, and her lay-in is good. Karkner with 8 points so far in the ball game. Now Alfonso. Alfonso in the corner. This is Kemper. Kemper drives baseline, and it went off Labrador. And a timeout called by the Falcons. As the two teams will talk things over. A little helter-skelter. Nobody really in their rhythm yet, I don't think. Haven't played in a while, these two teams, and it's showing a little bit, plus the nerves of being here in the postseason. Falcons school has been here before, but not a lot of players with playoff experience. Castillo, as a member of the Douglas Royals, had a couple of PACWEST medals under her belt, and Julia Sprott as well. But other than that, there's nobody on this lineup, other than those two, with playoff experience. The Coyotes, on the other hand, will have a couple. Wilding, one of them. Kemper, one. The Henny twins, triplets, but the third isn't here, so the twins. They have playoff experience. They just don't have a victory under their belt. They're trying to get one here against the 6th-seeded Falcons. The winner will move on to face the Capilano Blues tomorrow, the 2nd seed. Blues and the winner of this game will tip off at 1 o'clock tomorrow. And the winner of that game will win the right to play for gold. And women's basketball here in the PACWEST has 2 berths in the CCAA Nationals because the VIU Mariners are going to be the hosts of the national championship in Nanaimo at the end of March. So they're already in. They're the top seed in the country. We'll see them tomorrow in a semifinal around 5 o'clock. After timeout, 2018. And Alfonso looking to throw it into somebody. Still trying to find somebody. Finally gets it into Kreitz. Kreitz here to Henny. Henny has that one stolen. Good defense by the Falcons. And they bring it across. Here's Labrador now with Castillo on the bench. We'll see who runs the point for the Falcons. Got to go inside to Singh. Singh, that one is partially blocked by Henny, but I think she got her on the wrist. So Singh will go to the line for 2. Singh, during the regular season, shot 68% from the free throw line. Her first is good. Nothing but net. Nadia Singh. And her second still to come. Second free throw is good as well. So she ties the game at 20. And here come the Coyotes to Wilding. Wilding steps back, thought about a 3, hands it here to Kemper. Alfonso. Wilding wide open. Soleil, her 3 is no good. And Labrador skies for a rebound, and here she comes. Labrador wants to drive and puts the brakes on. She doesn't have numbers. Kicks it over here to Singh on the right side. Singh cross court. That's tipped by Alfonso and out of bounds. Falcons basketball. With 13 seconds remaining on the shot clock. Chong will try to find somebody to throw it into. Finds Labrador. Back to Chong. Chong wants to drive on Wilding. Kicks it back out. 5 on the shot clock for Labrador. She'll launch a long shot. Misses everything out of bounds. And it goes to the Coyotes. Oh, they say it's a tip, so it'll go back to the Falcons with just 2 seconds on the shot clock. Have to run a pretty nifty baseline play to get the ball in and get a shot out with just 2 seconds remaining. Find Singh, that would be a good idea. They find Karkner down low, and she gets it to go. Like the play of Karkner so far. 10 points to lead all scorers. Alfonso here to Henny. The top for Soleil. Wilding takes a big body, a blocking foul on Chong, and Soleil Wilding will go back to the line, where she's 2 for 2.
Substitution being made for the Coyotes.
Denise will come back in for the Coyotes, as will Flett.
Now shooting for the Coyotes.
Felt's a part of it. Checking out is Kreitz and Kemper. The shot by Wilding is no good, so her first miss. She's 2 out of 3 now from the line with 1 more to come. Second free throw, nothing but net. The Coyotes want to show press. That's why they bring in Felt. They got Alfonso and Wilding all pressing. But Chong breaks it fairly easily, I might add. And they get over here, Labrador. Up top, Chong. Wilding all over her. 10 seconds left in the shot clock. Trying to find Singh. They have her. Singh, a couple of nice moves. Her shot no good. Hit the bottom of the backboard, and here comes Elizabeth Henny. Gives it to Alfonso. Alfonso on the left side. Alfonso picks it back. Now Wilding from downtown. Wilding! Her second 3 of the quarter. And now whistles. Not sure but there was a joke on the floor. Questioning whether there went in or not. I missed it, to be honest. Chong has it now. Chong gets it here to Labrador. Labrador almost walked. Gets it back. Rachel Labrador from downtown. In and out. And Singh had the offensive board. But the ref's calling a push in the back, so Singh, that is her second on two Falcons coming. Castillo comes back into the game, and so does Stephanie Martinez, who started the game. Chung will sit down, and so will Singh. Coyotes lead by a pair with 5:25 to go first half. It's women's quarterfinal here at the PACWEST Basketball Championship. Alfonso just about carried. Falcons coaching staff wondering why there wasn't a call. I am too, actually. It's Alfonso. Alfonso, a couple of nice crossovers, tries to get it inside. Players on the floor. And it will be a foul. Labrador gets called with a hold. That's her. I was going to say that's her third, but that's not right. And they get it into Henny. Henny. Kicks it back, Alfonso. Alfonso from downtown, no good. And LaFleur wants to run. Fleur throws it away. Henny with the steal. Right back the other way, here's Nice. She's got numbers, 3-on-1. Nice kicks it back to Soleil Wilding, who just hit a three from there moments ago. There's one front rim. And Parker will grab it. Here comes Castillo. Castillo. Right-hand dribble, nice pass to Labrador. Cutting nicely to the hoop. That was a great play. That's Castillo, or pardon me, Labrador's first bucket of the ballgame. Alfonso from downtown. That's her first basket of this playoff. Castillo tries to step away Wilding. Wilding got her with the body. And checking the ballgame for the Coyotes will be Anna Broad. And for the Falcons, Chung. Parker will have a sit down for Langara. Second foul, by the way, on Wilding. Handed here, Chung. Chung with Bodner on her. And now they swing it to Castillo left side. Castillo is 7 on the shot clock. Chung traveled. So a turnover by the Falcons. And the Coyotes will check it in. They need somebody to throw it to, and they find Bodner. Bodner, a rookie. Hometown product out of Kelowna. And here to Bodner. Now Wilding. Wilding to Felt. Felt's a couple of threes. Three, as a matter of fact, in this ballgame in this first half. They find her again. Sets her feet. No good. And now a foul against the Coyotes, I believe. Foul on Elizabeth Henny. That's her second. And here come the Falcons again. Trailing by 3. Here's Chung, who's trapped. Chung almost threw it away. That's Castillo, wants to go down inside. This Martinez. Martinez for the bucket. Left-handed shot by Martinez. Wilding wants to run. Wilding kicks it over to Nice. Nice, first team All-Star. Back to Felt. Her three, good. 4 threes in the ball game for Felt. Gives the Coyotes a 4-point lead. Steele, cross court. Labrador comes and gets it. Wide open down low is LaFleur. They broke that press to perfection. Wilding. Wilding wants to drive. Wilding in the paint. Scoop shot no good. She drives and she goes to the line. It's 3 for 4 from the line is Wilding. Foul on Stephanie Martinez. Wilding's first shot is no good. Former Langara Falcon. First PACWEST season was with Langara. Now in her third official. Out of Vancouver, and her second free throw is good. So 31-28, Coyotes with the lead. The press, and they break it. There's Labrador, now Martinez. Martinez hands it here to Chung. Chung wants to drive, left-hand shot. Puts it to go. Chung with her first points of the postseason. Coyotes with just a little bit of pressure by the Falcons. Wilding wants to drive baseline, takes a bump, kicks it back out. Henny. Henny's shot. Got it to go. 4 points in the ball game for Elizabeth. And Castillo again. Sends it over here to Chung. Castillo gets it back. Shot clock wasn't working. And that shot is good. Somebody forgot to start the shot clock on that one. Inside, Feltz. Nifty move there by the Coyotes, but couldn't get that one to go. Castillo escapes Wilding, and here she comes on the right side. Castillo hit a bucket moments ago. Castillo a couple of nice moves, but can't get that one to go. An offensive rebound, however, by Labrador. Castillo partially blocked by Henny. This one tipped out of bounds by Langara. Chung, I think, thought it went off a Falcon, but it was off a Coyote. Singh checks back in for Langara. So does Kemper for the Coyotes. And Kreitz will also check back in for Okanagan. Ethan Wilding will sit down. And also Felt will have a seat. There's Alfonso. Kreitz now. Down low to Henny. Henny a little too far to her range. Tries to go inside. An errant pass, but it finds Kemper. Bodner. Back to Kemper at the high elbow. This one down to Alfonso inside to Henny. Her shot no good. Singh a flat-footed rebound, and here she comes. I like the play of Singh so far. Labrador. Labrador to the hoop. Takes a bump. No call. And back the other way. Bodner. They're working around Kemper. Three. Kemper. No good. Hit the top of the backboard and bounces out. 59 seconds to go. The lead is 1. And Verheg will come back in for the Coyotes. 6-foot rookie at Olumbi. Elizabeth Henny will have a seat. Christina Lake. And Castillo will bring it up. 55 seconds on the big clock. Nice pass to Labrador, who lays it in. Labrador behind the defense. Great long pass. And this one tipped out into the broadcast booth. Off the monitor. And everyone's okay. No hands on the broadcaster, though. No hands. And Alfonso will send it in. Gets it here to Kemper. Gets it right back. Alfonso. Kemper from downtown. Got it to go. Kemper, that's just her first points of the playoffs. After leading the Coyotes in points during the regular season with 17.8. Nice pass to Singh. Attempt for a three-point play. Kreitz with the foul. Singh to the line. That's the second on Kreitz. And Nadia Singh, who's 2 for 2 from the free throw line. Looking at a third here. Three-point play and doesn't get it to go. This one tracked down and out of bounds on the Coyotes. Verheg has it go off her. And with 29 seconds to go, Falcons will have it, but only 14 on the shot clock. And now a substitute, Victoria Henny will check in, as Bodner will have a seat. Coyotes going big, down low. Trying to stop this one from coming in. They get it to Martinez. Martinez, a couple of spin moves, little scoop shot, no good. Singh, an offensive rebound attempt, and she got it. And now takes a bump. And it's out of bounds. Looks like she touched the out of bounds line. So shot clock will be turned off with 21.3 seconds to go in this opening quarter. Here comes Alfonso. Alfonso with Labrador on her. Alfonso now with 10 on the shot clock. Alfonso. Good defense by Labrador. Inside, they try to kick it out, but Singh with the steal. 3 seconds. 1 second. Down low, knocked away. And we go into halftime in a 36-36 tie. Great half by the Falcons. Little shaky by the third-seeded Coyotes. They did get some open looks for 3 points. But the Falcons, great defense, battled back, and got to a lot of offensive boards. So here at half of this women's quarterfinal, it's 36. Excited to be back with the second half. You're watching the 2022 PACWEST Basketball Championship. Welcome back inside Columbia Place on the campus of Columbia Bible College in beautiful Abbotsford, BC. My name is Ryan Waters as we get set for the second half of this women's quarterfinal between the third-seeded Okanagan Coyotes and the sixth-seeded Langara Falcons, all tied at 36. The Coyotes in that first half shot 29% from the field. The Langara Falcons, perhaps their best half of basketball this season. They shot 40% from the field. Coyotes were 8 of 24 from downtown. Remember, they love to shoot the three-pointer. They were 8 of 24, 33% from downtown in that first half. Nadia Singh was terrific for Langara, 10 points, 5 offensive rebounds, 7 in total. Karkner also had 10 points. Devin Feltz for the Coyotes leading all scorers were 12. Soleil Wilding had 10. So those are your leaders as we get back to live action here. Ladies will switch ends, and the Falcons have the basketball. That's Castillo trying to go down low to Sprott. Karkner, Martinez, and Labrador, the starting five in the second half, just like the first half for the Falcons. Running into Kemper, and this one thrown away, Alfonso. Henny, Wilding, Kemper, Alfonso, and Nice, the starters for the Coyotes here in this second half. Cross court to Wilding. Wilding has 10 in the game, throws this one to nobody, and it'll be collected here by Karkner, the Falcons. Karkner gets it here to Sprott, and Sprott, the former Douglas Royal, will bring it across. Sprott down in the corner with Nice on her. 13 on the shot clock. This is Martinez. Martinez, one dribble, gives it here to Karkner. Now down low. Labrador from downtown, a turnaround jumper, no good. Kemper clears the board. Kemper going to run into trouble. She's picked up her dribble, but here's Nice. Gets it here to Alfonso, down low. This is Wilding driving the baseline, gets it to Henny. Hot pass for Henny to handle. She does, and gets the friendly roll. Gets it to go. 6 points now in the ball game for Henny. Castillo gets it up here to Karkner. Martinez in the paint, little scoop shot, no good, and Henny will clear the board. Tough shot there for Martinez. Cross court. Nice thought about a three, but she couldn't handle the pass. Then dribbles in and misses the jumper. Labrador with the rebound. And she double dribbled. Wanted to pass and then put the brakes on for a quick second. And Nadia Singh wants to come back into the ball game. And she will be allowed. And Martinez will have a seat. So Singh, who I believe has been the best player in the game, either team, will check in. 10 points, 7 rebounds, 5 of them offensive, and just right on cue, Singh with the steal. Singh will drive and get it to go. It's 12 points for Nadia Singh. Here's Henny. Gets it to Wilding. Wilding will jack a three, no good. Henny has it go off her, but Alfonso will track down the offensive rebound. Nice will get it back to Alfonso. Tries to go inside of Henny. Nadia all over her, and Henny with a nice turnaround jumper. All 4 points in the quarter for the Coyotes, scored by Elizabeth Henny, the PACWEST Defensive Player of the Year. It was a good pass to Karkner, except she wanted to tip it to herself and then go rather than catching it first. And you got to catch the ball first before you can make a move. I think that's what Virginia Watson, the head coach of the Falcons, was saying to her as well here on the sideline. I'm right beside her. Kemper on the right wing. Kemper with Karkner on, or pardon me, the Sprott on her. Turnaround jumper no good, and tracked down here by Labrador. It's picked up her dribble and then gets it to Sprott. Sprott got to get across the line quickly, and she does. Left-handed dribble, hands it here to Labrador. Labrador first had an open lane, then sends it inside to Singh, who just gives it back to Labrador. Labrador back to Singh. They play two. There's Castillo, a jumper. Jessica Castillo knocks it down. 8 points for Castillo. And a 40-40 tie. A third seed and a sixth seed. They're all knotted here. Wilding. Wilding gets inside. And Soleil knocks it down for her 12th point. And Labrador. Partially tipped. Castillo has it. Castillo will throw it away to Henny. Henny, that's what the press will do. That's what the Coyotes have done all year. And a charge. Henny a little bit out of control and knocks into Castillo. And for Elizabeth Henny, that's 3. Now a sub will come in for the Falcons. Ali Chung will check back in, and Sprott will have a seat. Chung played good minutes for the Falcons in that opening half. And Labrador will get the ball in, gets it right back to Rachel. Now Castillo. Castillo's picked up her dribble, goes cross court, never a good idea in a press. And they find Alfonso streaking to the hoop. And Alfonso will knock it down. 5 points for Alfonso. Castillo gets it back to Labrador. As they try to break this press. Labrador, nifty dribble behind her back, and she breaks it. Inside Singh. Singh! Certainly holding a tune this game. Singh? Yeah. Alfonso tries to go down low. Singh with another steal. Great defensive work there by Nadia. Labrador wants to run, gets to Castillo. Castillo high off the glass and knocks it down. 10 points for Castillo. Started by Nadia Singh and a great steal. This is Wilding. Wilding wants to drive baseline. Goes off Soleil and out of bounds. Well, the Coyotes, the higher seed, looking a little frazzled here in this third quarter. 5:42 to go in this third quarter. Now Kreitz will come in, and Soleil will have a seat. First-year player to Prince George, Julia Kreitz, who apparently can do the most chin-ups on the team. This one cross court, be stolen, and this is Palomanis. I saw that one the whole way. That's the first team all-star making that interception and her first points of the playoffs. Can you believe it? Bernice, who was so good in the second half for the Coyotes. There's Singh now. Singh, jumper, she's feeling it. Knocks it down. Nadia Singh, 6 points in the quarter. 16 in the ball game. And Nice, right back the other way. Nice picks up her dribble. Here's Kemper. Now Alfonso. Alfonso will step back for a three-pointer. Doesn't get that one to go, but an offensive rebound by Kemper. Right, just almost mishandled that one. Gets it to Alfonso. Alfonso in the paint. Nice pass, but a tough one for Henny to handle. Goes off her. Didn't quite have the right footing and missed a shot. And now a reach-in foul by Alfonso. And that's just the first on Natasha Alfonso. Been so good for the Coyotes this year. There's Chung. She breaks the press. Chung right to the hoop. Gives it to Singh, but a tough pass for Singh to handle and goes off Singh out of bounds. Good play by Kemper, throwing it off Singh. And now the Falcons want to press as well. Here's Nice. Nice gets it to Kreitz in the middle. The Coyotes break it as Kemper. Kemper down on Singh. Kemper, good job by Singh to hold her ground. Kemper gets the offensive rebound, knocks it down, and gets the call. Foul on Chung, and substitutions. Caitlin LaFleur will check in. Castillo will have a seat. Second foul, by the way, on Chung. And Kemper trying for a three-point play. Kemper's free throw is no good. Hit front rim. Rebound by Nice. Shovels here to Henny, and she'll drop it in. Henny's got 6 points in the quarter. And there's the Coyotes press. Chung trying to find Nadia, and this one's tipped away. Kreitz, and a blocking foul on Chung. That'll be her third, or second in as many minutes. And now substitution as Wilding will come back in. Oh, pardon me, that is Felt. Felt will check in. Elizabeth Henny will have a seat. Alfonso calling it out a 3 from the baseline. Don't know what that means, but it means get it to Felt. Alfonso from downtown. It's good. Maybe that's what it meant. 5 points for Alfonso, and then the good defense, the press, and Chung will just get it across. Now she'll put the brakes on, or will she? LaFleur. Carknell. Now this is Labrador. Still 8 on the shot clock. LaFleur. This one's stolen. Here's Nice. Nice gets bumped, and no basket. But it's a blocking foul on the Falcons. 3:36 to go, third quarter. Falcons want to talk things over, as are the referees, making sure they have the correct call. And sportsmanlike conduct against Chong. That's be Chong's fourth, so I was trying to eavesdrop on what the officials were saying, but it's unsportsmanlike conduct against Chong. And Nice will go to the line after the timeout, which was called by Langara. 53-46 in this opening game of the PACWEST Basketball Championship. Langara has played very well against the higher-seeded Coyotes, who have at times looked a little frazzled, haven't knocked down as many threes as they have in the regular season. They attempted 24 in the opening half. They knocked down just 8. They have 1 3-pointer in the second half, courtesy of Alfonso, who has 5 points in the quarter. Elizabeth Henney has 6 points in the third frame. So does Nadia Singh on the Falcons side. Singh, 16 points in the game to lead all scorers. And coming out of the timeout, Felt, Alfonso, Kreitz, Nice, and Kemper. Kemper's been rather quiet, I think, for the Coyotes. A first-team All-Star, hasn't done a heck of a lot. She does have 5 points in the game, but I was in a playoff game expecting maybe a little bit more. Nice on the free throw knocks the first one down. Her second is down as well. So Nice hits both. And the Coyotes build their lead, 55-46, and they'll get the ball back as well out of this timeout. 14 on the shot clock because of the unsportsmanlike conduct call. And here's Nice. Nice. This is Kemper working on Singh. Hands it here to Nice, who wants to go downtown. No good. This one's tipped around, and it will be Kreitz with an offensive rebound. Now Kemper from downtown. No good. Big, long rebound. Kreitz grabs another one. Offensive rebound. Inside Kemper. Working on Singh. Loses the handle after the spin move, but gets it to Nice. Nice with the drive. No good. Singh with a board. Hands it here. This is Castillo back on the floor. Hands it here to Labrador. LaFleur now at the top. Castillo with Nice on her, 7 on the shot clock, and throws it off the foot of Nice, but still 6 on the shot clock. No, they'll reset it to 14. So time for Langara to set up a play. Get a good look. Looking down low, Singh has been the best player. Just gets that inbound, hands it to Castillo. Her long three, no good, and Alfonso comes away with the board. Alfonso to Nice. Nice back to Alfonso. Alfonso no good. Hit the side of the rim, but Kreitz again. That's her third offensive rebound in the second trip down for Okanagan. Inside, good cut by Flett. Ball's bounced around, now back inside Kemper, and seeing it be Kemper. A shot clock violation called against the Coyotes. So good defense by Langara. They're playing the Coyotes very tough. And now the referee has to do some housekeeping there on the baseline. 55-46, third quarter. Winner moves on to face the Capilano Blues. I believe the Blues are here, at least some of them taking this one in to see who they may face tomorrow in a semifinal at 1 o'clock. They go deep for LaFleur. LaFleur on the right side. LaFleur will pull it back. Here's Castillo, goes off her fingertips. Kreitz. Here is Nice, right back to Kreitz, and she can't get it to go. Gets her own rebound, however, and gets it to Kemper. Kemper on the baseline. Kemper looking things over. Kemper gets it back to Kreitz. They swing it. Nice couldn't handle the hot pass. 5 on a shot clock. Downtown, this is tipped partially and then off Kemper and out of bounds to the Falcons. The Coyotes, having a tough time handling some of these passes. They get it up here to LaFleur. LaFleur will cross. LaFleur picks her dribble up, gets it to Castillo. Castillo now back to the top. Over here, Labrador. Back to Jessica. Castillo gets it here now to Labrador. 7 on a shot clock for the Falcons. Labrador tries to go inside, does to Karkner. Karkner wanted a bump, didn't get it. Ends up on her backside, and the Coyotes have it. Felt dribbles it out of bounds. Boy, the Coyotes just do not look smooth. 55-46, 1:25 to go third quarter. Again, here's this pressure by Okanagan. Labrador has 2 players on her, somehow squirts through the defense, and here she comes. Good pass to Karkner, and she'll get it to go. Karkner, her first of the second half. She has 12 points in the ball game. This one tipped. Karkner, she will lay it in. Just like that, she's got 4 points very quickly. When the Falcons pulled to within 5. Nice to the hoop, rejected by Singh. Nadia Singh with another defensive play for the Falcons. Karkner will hand it here to Singh. Singh picks up her dribble, gets it to Castillo. Castillo, step back 3, no good, top back of the rim. And Nice will clear, she wants to run. Nice gets it over here to Alfonso, down low. Kemper with a nice cut. Kemper gets it to go, and the harm. And Kemper will go to the free throw line. She's 0 for 3 from the from the free throw line. Wilding, Elizabeth Henney, and Verhaeg back into the ball game for the Coyotes. Chong is going to come in for Langara as well. She has 4 fouls. So Kemper, who's 67% from the free throw line in the regular season, her free throw goes, the first one she's made in this game. The traditional 3-point play. The Coyotes lead it back up to 8, 25 seconds. 16, however, in a shot clock. It's about 4 seconds difference between shot and game clock. Labrador will hit a long 2 and hold it and watch it. 6 points for Labrador. 8 seconds. Kemper to the rim. Gets it to go. Jordan Kemper. 7 points in the quarter. And we will go to the final frame with the Coyotes in front, 60-52. It was 36-36 at halftime. The Coyotes, 8-point lead now as we go to the final frame. You're watching the 2022 PACWEST Basketball Championship. To the fourth quarter we go of this women's quarterfinal between the Coyotes and the Falcons. Coyotes lead by 8, and they will start with the basketball here in this fourth quarter. Winner moves on to the semifinal to take on the Capilano Blues. Loser heads home. Felt will kick it to Kemper. Kemper from downtown, no good, back rim. And LaFleur with a big rebound, and Wilding or Felt will be whistled for the foul. It's on Felt. Castillo, Labrador, Harkner, Singh, and LaFleur, the starting 5 for the Falcons. Wilding, Felt, Henny, Kemper, and Verhaeg, the starting 5 for the Okanagan Coyotes. Falcons, by the way, this is their best quarter scoring throughout the regular season. It was the 4th that they scored the most points. Castillo tried to go with the left. Singh with an offensive rebound, gets it back to Castillo. Castillo gets into the paint, her jumper no good, but a foul is called on Wilding. And it is a shooting foul, so Castillo will go to the line. That's the 3rd on Wilding. First free throw is good for Castillo as it rattles home. She's 1 out of 2 from the free throw line. Her second, no good. She's a 71% free throw shooter, but misses that one, so she's 1 out of 3. They get it inside. Verhaeg somehow got it to go. Looked a little too far under the hoop, but she got that one to go. Here's Labrador. Felt's on her. Labrador. Good drive, just couldn't get it to go. Verhaeg clears the board. Here comes Felt. Doesn't have numbers. Felt will pick it up and give it to Kemper. Kemper stepped on the out-of-bounds line. We'll go back to Langara. 62-53. The ball ends up in the coach's room behind the bleachers. Falcons scoring, as I mentioned, the most points that they do in a game in the fourth quarter. See if that trend can continue. They give it here to Labrador. Labrador picks up a check. Labrador to the hoop. Can't get that one to go. An offensive rebound by Felt. Gets it to Kemper. Kemper up to Wilding. Wilding. She will drive and runs into LaFleur, and it'll be a defensive foul block. That's on LaFleur. Not a shooting foul, so the Coyotes will check it in. Just the first on LaFleur. And they get it into the corner. It's Kemper. Labrador on her, gets it to Henny. Henny to Wilding. Wilding drives baseline and throws it away. Coyotes continue to rack up the turnovers. No press either put on by the Coyotes. They'll sit back in the half-court defense. They get it here, Labrador on the right side. It's the Falcons working in their orange unis. Love the orange, by the way. Here to Castillo on the left wing. Castillo will drive, but a blocking foul. An illegal screen called on Labrador, or pardon me, I was going to say Labrador, but no, that's on LaFleur. Second foul on her in just the last couple of minutes. Cross court, that one knocked away, but Kemper has it in the key. Kemper runs into Labrador, kicks out to Henny, who thought about a 3. Now to Kemper, oh, and then Labrador is hurt. Labrador is hurt. I think she broke her ankle. She looked like she landed very awkwardly, obviously. And her right ankle is broken. You hope the trainer can get out there. Obviously, there are 2. Here comes another trainer. Rachel Labrador was so good for the Falcons this year, and she is in a lot of pain. And they're going to attend to her, but that is a gruesome injury here at the PACWEST Basketball Championship. And she went out to try to guard Henny, who had the ball on that left side. And they're going to have to call an ambulance. She's not going to be able to put any weight on that ankle. It's a right ankle. Never want to see that. Just her first year out of Vancouver. Training staff is there, a referee as well, checking on her. And that's a good idea. Whoever put that sign right there, that was nice of them. But I have a feeling that an ambulance will have to be called for Rachel Labrador. Just getting the camera moved, I think that's the right idea. There's the Falcons there, as you can see in your screen, as they are huddled up. That is their teammate that is on the ground. And the training staff continues to check on her. Obviously a serious injury, and Rachel is, well, they've called the ambulance, I believe. She is in good hands with a lot of medical staff around her right now. The Falcons continue to be huddled up. And there's Mike Teeter at the bottom of your screen. He's the athletic director here at Columbia Bible College, assessing the situation as well. I don't know if they can, I don't think they can move her at the moment without the paramedics here. But there is a medical room just off to the side, the baseline. See how quickly the ambulance can get here. It looks like it is a serious injury for Rachel. Jake McCallum there, as you see at the bottom of your screen as well, in the green vest. He's the athletic director at Langara. So no doubt it's a little more concerning to Jake as well, as he's trying to check on Rachel. There's a referee standing over her. The training staff continues to try to comfort her as best as they can. 7:40 left to go in this quarterfinal. Yeah, the score is 62-53, but we are certainly turning our attention to Rachel Labrador. Again, the play was at the three-point line. Elizabeth Henney of the Coyotes had the ball, faked a three-point shot, and Rachel went out there to try to block it or play defense, and I think either landed on Elizabeth's foot, or when she did land, she landed on that ankle. And see a couple of members of the Falcons showing their concern. One of them, Nadia Singh, Jessica Castillo, checking over, looking at Rachel. One of the referees, she must have some sort of medical training, appears to be on the phone with hopefully the paramedics, the ambulance. They have opened a side door here in the gymnasium as well to hopefully allow easier access for the paramedics once they do arrive. And she'll be taken to the hospital here in Abbotsford. But just an unfortunate and sad situation for Rachel Labrador. Eventually she will be okay, but it's quite a shock. And players of the Langara Falcons obviously shaken up. Just wish her a speedy recovery, as much comfort as she can have right now. Still waiting for the paramedics to arrive. One of the referees is explaining to potentially one of the trainers or medical staff here at Columbia Bible College to explain the situation, what happened. Trying to hold Rachel's ankle in a comfortable spot so she's not in too much pain. I think I can hear some sirens arriving now here on the campus of Columbia Bible College. Will no doubt affect everyone, not just the Falcons players, but the Coyotes players as well. The Falcons players are holding each other as their fallen teammate is still being attended to. For warm as well. Well, I guess I didn't hear a siren. I thought I did earlier, but nobody's been coming in yet. Well, we hope that somebody's reached out to her family to tell them that she's going to be heading to the hospital here in Abbotsford. It's her right ankle that has been injured. Just an innocent looking play. There's most of them are when you get hurt like that, something that doesn't look too out of the ordinary. She just went out to guard a Coyote that had the ball just beyond the arch of the three-point line. And as she leaped towards her, either landed on a foot, twisted her ankle the other way, landed awkwardly. We hope that the paramedics can get here soon to help Rachel out. She is again surrounded by trainers, medical staff here from the campus, even a referee who must have some sort of medical training. She's surrounded by good people. But we're just hoping that the ambulance arrives soon. And now the Coyotes are heading off the field, so are the court, pardon me. See them walking by, heading back to the dressing room. Still 7:40 remaining in this game. So the Coyotes will head off because it's getting a little cooler here in the gym. That's why we also want to keep Rachel warm. Falcons, though, are going to remain on the court. They're going to put some hoodies on to stay warm themselves. And now they're packing some of their things up as well, and they may head to the locker room, waiting for the paramedics to arrive. You can see the Falcons there in your screen, their white and black hoodies on. So the players have, almost all of them have left the court now. A couple extra Coyotes just leaving. A lot of them are showing concern on their face for Rachel, their injured teammates or opponent, whichever team you may be part of. The crowd as well showing their concern for Rachel Labrador. It was Rachel early on, too, in this one that bumped her head in the first quarter on a loose ball that was in the paint around the free throw line. Her and a couple of Coyotes were battling for the ball. Rachel did come off the floor. Got checked out by the trainer. She was fine. And now this. See the players in the hallway. You can't see them on your screen, but the players in the hallway are visibly shaken. Obviously, when something like this happens, you never want to see this happen. But she does. Rachel does have the trainers around her, medical staff, waiting for this ambulance to arrive. Hope that they can get here soon. Feel a little bit numb in a situation like this where you feel helpless. You can't help at all. The ambulance here. The ambulance here at Columbia Bible has just turned into the parking lot. Virginia Watson, the head coach of the Falcons, she was sitting with Rachel up until moments ago. You can see her there walking towards the bleachers and heading back to attend to Rachel. The ambulance is here. Maybe backing in at the moment. You can see the ambulance here at Columbia Bible that they're in the parking lot, but they're not making their way to the gym. What they're doing, and they're walking in now. The ambulance is parked a little further down, but they are. Paramedic is here to attend to Rachel Labrador, who's been injured. They're in the. So my apologies, but they're parked where they should be. They can get access to Rachel and get her out of here. Take her to the hospital where doctors will be waiting for her. I don't know if we're going to continue this fourth quarter, 7:40 left in this quarterfinal. Highly emotional for both teams to come back out here, especially the Falcons, knowing that their teammate has been injured and is be off to the hospital. Paramedic is talking to Rachel and also getting the review of what happened. Paramedic continues to talk to Rachel. Both teams have left the floor. Obviously concerned, as we all are. And it's Rachel Labrador, a first-year player of the Langara Falcons, who is injured. Her right ankle has been injured. She is surrounded by medical staff of the school, training staff here of both teams. The head coach of the Falcons, Virginia Watson, is there. There is a paramedic. The ambulance is here. They obviously want to make Rachel as comfortable as she can as they transport her from the floor of the gymnasium to the back of the hospital to get her to the hospital in the back of the ambulance. Does have very good people around her. Man, it's just a difficult situation. But as I said, the paramedic is here. He is talking to Rachel, who is talking as well, obviously in pain. I don't have to tell you that. Only one paramedic. The ambulance is outside. But I don't know what's going to happen at the ending of this game. That there's bigger things at play here. Mike Teeter, the athletic director at Columbia Bible, is also checking that back door to see if you have assistance at all. Holding their breath here, that Rachel will be okay. And like I said, she will be okay. Some rehab, obviously. Right now, our concern is just her comfort. Now, additional paramedics have come in. They have a stretcher. A stretcher on wheels, however. It's a yellow board. Put Rachel on, I would assume, lift her out of here. But again, trying to keep her as comfortable as possible. That ankle. Plenty of help. If they need help, that's for sure. Everyone's going to volunteer to assist helping Rachel. Paramedics continue to figure out the best way to get her onto that stretcher. Our two members, either their trainers or their medical staff from the school, they're right there as soon as Rachel went down, holding her right ankle. Again, the best that they can to give her as much comfort as possible. Good thing is Rachel is aware. She is talking to the paramedics, how she feels, what hurts, what doesn't hurt, what can be tolerated. Like I said, the paramedics are here, the ambulance is here. She will be taken away to the Abbotsford Hospital. I hope they can give her some pain medication, something to deal with the pain that she no doubt feeling right now. Again, a play that looked like any other play, one that she has probably defended numerous times. Elizabeth Henney had the ball on the left wing just outside the three-point line. Faked a shot. Rachel went out there to guard her, disrupt the shot, and landed either on Elizabeth's ankle or she landed a different direction, landed on an ankle, twisted an ankle. She went down and immediately was in pain. Virginia Watson, the head coach of the Falcons, has been right there beside her since she went down. There's no question she sure of the severity. Now, we do know. Both paramedics crouching down on their knees, talking to Rachel. She is responding. She is answering. Kudos to the referee as well. Like I said, she has some sort of medical training or background, and she was the first one. She was the official on the baseline when the injury occurred, and she went right there to assist Rachel. She was the first one there. See Virginia Watts, the head coach, right there, center of your screen. Obviously concerned. The referee, there she is right there. She's running by. She was the first one that was able to talk to Rachel to see what had happened. You're going to see her, there she is again in your screen. But kudos to her. She was right there and has some sort of medical training. And then the trainers jumped into action. So did the medical staff. There's a couple of folks that came in from the college. When the referee actually came over and said, keep the music at a volume where in case she is in pain and hears it, then it's not as shocking, I guess, to the crowd. Obviously she's hurt, but obviously a tough situation. No one in more of a tough situation than Rachel Labrador. So I know you can't see it on your screen, but the medical staff and the paramedics that are here, they are kneeling beside Rachel, and they're trying to determine the best way to give her the most comfort, but then also to get her out of here and get her to the hospital. Laying on the gym floor with the doors to the outside open isn't exactly the best place to be right now. But how can they move her without putting too much pressure or moving that ankle too much? It's her right ankle. And there's one medical staff from Columbia Bible who is on his stomach right now, holding her ankle, holding her in place to try to stabilize her. Also another individual that is holding, that's ice or a towel on that injured ankle. The referee is there as well, trying to lend a hand. But they have her in a spot where I think they're going to try to slide the medical board underneath her. No, they're not going to do that. You're going to see the referee and the paramedic, one of them, come to your screen right there. As the one paramedic, I would imagine, are going back to the ambulance to grab something, but Rachel is in a lot of pain. Oh no, you can see even players on other teams hugging. Just an awful situation. Now, one paramedic has remained with Rachel, so I don't know where the other one has gone, what supply that she needs out of the ambulance. I don't think any members of Rachel's family are here, but I can guarantee you this, the coaching staff Jake, the athletic director at Langara, no doubt has been in contact with them, or they will. I understand they live in Vancouver. They will no doubt be making their way to Abbotsford to join Rachel at the hospital when she does get there. I haven't seen that other paramedic come back into the gymnasium yet. One does remain with her, talking to Rachel right over her head, so she knows. Rachel knows that. I hope that she knows that she's safe here. Obviously injured, but she has great people around her. But again, the gym floor isn't exactly the best place for her right now, and they're doing everything that they can to stabilize her, but also just give her the comfort that she needs. Jake McCallum, the athletic director of the Langara, is about, oh, here comes the stretcher with wheels now. So they're, well, the cameraman is going to pan to the ceiling. So they are going to get her on that stretcher, wheel her out of here, which is good. I was concerned when I just saw the board, trying to lift her and then get her on that board and then lift her out of here. But now they're going to lift her onto the stretcher and then wheel her out, which is good. I would imagine that's the better avenue to go. The paramedics now are again, the stretcher is here in the gymnasium. They're going to try to get her on the board, then it goes on to the stretcher, and then they can finally wheel her out of here and get her to the hospital as quickly as possible. Rachel is such a good player, but first playoff game on a play that she's defended multiple times. Have to somehow move her to get the board underneath her so they can get her on top of the stretcher, or get her on the stretcher, to wheel her to the ambulance waiting outside. Paramedics are here. Training staff, medical staff are here. Now it's a quiet gym as well. They've got the blanket out as well. You got to keep her warm because cool temperatures outside. The doors are open. Obviously cold. Comfortable. Lift her. Scared, obviously. Coach or the paramedics trying to strong. Yes, it's going to off the gym floor and medical attention hospital. Surprised that they haven't cleared the gym. Pull out of here. Some folks are starting to towards the exit. Eyeballs and ears hearing. comfortable as possible. Try to get her on stretcher and Daisium and get her to the hospital. A couple more paramedics now come into the gymnasium to help as well, carrying their cases and supplies and case. As the best medical provide here at Columbia Bible College. Four paramedics here now. Just to provide a quick update, there's now 6 paramedics here working on Rachel Labrador. Get her to the ambulance to get to the hospital. Just to provide an update here at the women's quarterfinal, Rachel Labrador, who suffered an ankle injury, is now on a stretcher and will finally be wheeled out of the gymnasium and taken to the Abbotsford hospital. We appreciate you staying with us, but Rachel has been attended to by now 6 paramedics. They do, however, have her on the field stretcher. She's asked for the Falcons trainer to go along with her to the hospital. Scary scene here at Columbia Bible College after went to defend a potential 3-point shot. Ended up either landing on someone's ankle or foot, or right ankle, and I suspect that it's broken. But they will finally wheel her to the ambulance that's been parked outside now for a little while. And then I would assume that this game will resume with 7:40 to go, but obviously our attention is to Rachel, and she's now finally being wheeled off the gymnasium floor. You can't see, but covered in blankets, and she is going to head to the hospital. Kudos to the medical staff here at Columbia Bible, the athletic therapists that were hired by the Bearcats for this tournament, the referee, the team of people trying to help Rachel to the best of their abilities to get her at least comfortable. So with 7:40 left in this ball game, teams are going to come back onto the field, onto the court. Fans will be allowed back into the bleachers as well, and man, scary situation here. She will be fine eventually, but certainly when it happens, you don't expect it. But I will say this: the medical staff and the trainers and the referee, they jumped into action immediately to try to get her in as comfortable a spot as possible. But the teams are coming back into the gym. Falcons obviously are concerned. Teams will start to get loose, get warmed up again with 7:40 remaining in this one. It would be a 5-minute warm-up, it sounds like, for the teams to get back loose after sitting for better part of half an hour, 45 minutes, while they attended to Rachel Labrador. And it was Rachel Labrador who suffered what appears to be a broken ankle, her right ankle, on a play where she was just simply defending, a play that she has defended multiple times, a player attempting a three-pointer. Rachel jumped out and landed on an ankle, landed on a foot, twisted her ankle, obviously landed wrong. And the teams are back on the floor, and just obviously our thoughts are with Rachel and the speedy recovery. We'll see how these teams respond. It's a tight game, tight quarterfinal game that has been back and forth, has been tight all game. Coyotes led 17-16 after the first. They were tied at halftime, 36-36. At the end of three quarters, it was 60-52 in favor of the Coyotes, and now here with 7:40 to go. In this fourth quarter, it's 62-53 Coyotes. And Rachel, arguably the best player for Langara all season long, with averaging 11.6 points a game, shooting 33% from the field, just a rookie season. And without her on the floor, it's going to be a different look, obviously, for the players as well. Not seeing Rachel there and knowing what they heard and saw. So the teams will be allowed, like I said, a 5-minute warm-up, which is down to about 3 minutes now. And then we'll be playing again. The last 7:40 of this ball game. this quarterfinal with the winner moving on, the loser heading home. Capilano Blues await the winner of this one in tomorrow's semifinal at 12 noon. Pardon me, at 1 o'clock in the afternoon. And now right in front of me, the referee who is so great. You can see them on your screen, just to the right of your screen there. The referee with the mask on and the head coach, Virginia Watson, with the mask on, just talking either about what happened, how they responded right away. But it was this referee right here that was so great to assist any way that she could. She was the first person to Rachel. She was the referee on the baseline. And she was right there. And Virginia Watson, the head coach, was maybe the second person across the floor kneeling down at her fallen player. See that the players are blowing in their hands. They're trying to get loose again and get warm because it got very cold in the gym, and that was one of the reasons why we had to get Rachel to the hospital off the gym floor. Obviously injured, but then cold as well, in shock. Got to keep her warm. They did. They brought blankets, they brought towels, they brought everything they could. Well, we just hope a speedy recovery for Rachel Labrador. So another minute left in this warm-up. And then the two teams will start to play again in this women's quarterfinal. The Falcons, the 6th seed, the Coyotes, the 3rd seed. 62-53 is the score. And there's 7:40 remaining in the 4th quarter. Now, how will each team respond? They've been sitting around now for a while. Muscles starting to tighten up a little bit. Hands start to get a little cold. The referees have allowed them this 5-minute warm-up to get back, but we are tuning in for the men's quarterfinal between Okanagan and Capilano. And that one's going to be delayed just a little bit because of the injury to Rachel Labrador. So how will the teams respond is the big question. We're about to find out. Referees also have to get a little bit loose. You can see them stretching their legs. 62-53. See how the teams respond, especially the Falcons. Back on the floor of the Coyotes. Kreitz is out there. Alfonso. Elizabeth Henney. Kemper's on the floor. And also Nice. Those are the starting 5 that are going to come back out onto the floor. I don't know if you have to send the same 5 out there. Falcons will send out Singh, Sprott, Castillo, Lafleur, and Karkner. So 14 seconds on a shot clock, 7:40 remaining here on the big clock, and 62-53, and this game is back underway. Kemper has the ball here on the left side. They'll give it here to Nice. Nice to the top of the key. She'll send it. Now Henney has it. Down low, knocked away. Henney gets it back. Kemper 4 on a shot clock for 3. No good. Back rim. Alfonso is there for an offensive rebound. This is Nice on the left wing. Picks up a check from Henney, gets a screen, nice screen and roll, and Henney will drop it in. $12 points in the game for Henney. Castillo, she's going to drive. Castillo will go to the line. So Castillo, who is 1 out of 3 so far on the line, will go to the free throw line. First shot by Castillo. Nothing but hoop. Nothing but net, I guess I should. And their second shot is good as well. Nothing but net this time, Ryan. Thank you. Falcons put on a bit of a press. Henny will bring it across. Now Nice. Nice right at the top. Got LaFleur on her. He's thought about a long two. Tries to go inside. Does. Kemper, nice spin move. Can't get the bounce. And there's Singh with another rebound. Nadia Singh been the best player on the floor for the Falcons this quarterfinal. Now Castillo back the other way. That one is bumped and stolen. Nice steals it off Carknell. Nice down low. Nice pass to Alfonso, who will drop it in. And it's 66-55 with 6:20 to go. Sprott has it here on the right side. Sprott will give it to Castillo. Kreitz on her. Nice move by Castillo. Run out of real estate, however. Tries to get it to Singh. Does. 10 on the shot clock. Singh wants to pass to somebody. No options, so she'll take a couple of dribbles. Now Castillo. 4 on the shot clock. Castillo will just throw up a prayer. Hits the front rim, but she'll go to the line as she picks up the foul. It's on Alfonso. That's her second. And Castillo, who just knocked down 2 free throws, will go right back to the line. Her first is good. Nothing but net. And her second is in there. Rattles around. Nice will bring it onto the right side now. Nice out of the top. Nice working her way towards the hoop. Pretty pass, underhand, but Henny can't get it to go. And who else gets the rebound? Of course it's Nadia Singh. And Castillo's going to send it left wing. Castillo, nice pass inside. Karkner with a bucket. Karkner with a potential steal, almost a steal. Now Alfonso will just pick it up and get it to Henny. Henny wants to get it across and will. Good defense by the Falcons. Alfonso had an open look but sends it over to Nice in the corner. Nice will drive, scoop shot no good as Nadia Singh was right there. Alter that shot. And now Sprott. Sprott with Nice on her, and it's a time count violation, a backcourt violation. Now substitution for both teams. Wilding back in for the Coyotes. And Chong will come back in for the Falcons with 4 fouls. Henny will have a seat, as will Sprott. And the Coyotes have possession with 10 seconds on the shot clock. Kreitz, she has it. She'll give it here to Alfonso at the top as they work it around. Now inside. Well, at the top, the high post. And a shot clock violation. The Falcons are, pardon me, the Coyotes are confused by the play. There was a 14 on the shot clock. And yes, it is a shot clock violation. So a shot clock violation, good defense by the Falcons. And they'll get the ball back, trailing 66-59 with 4:59 to go. Coyotes will show press. And here's Jessica Castillo, the veteran. She'll bring it across the line easily on the right side now. Castillo looking for the play. LaFleur has it. Now Chung. Chung will drive baseline. Chung, couple of nifty moves, and then throw it away. Chung got down low and was kind of confused on what to do with it. But now full court pressure by the Falcons. Hit the ball into Kemper, now Wilding. Wilding kicks it back out to Kemper, but stolen right there. LaFleur with a nice steal. On the right side, Castillo picks up her dribble. Now she needs somebody to pass to. She finds LaFleur. That's stolen. Stolen by Nice. Nice right to the hoop. Scoop shot. Nice gets it to go. Back the other way, Castillo. Castillo tries to squeak inside, gets it to Chung. Her deep shot no good. And it will be out of bounds against Kemper. Great job by Singh down low to cause that ball to go off Kemper. Four minutes exactly left in this fourth quarter. They get the ball inside, however, there's a line violation. And they'll try to do this all again. Anise, I guess, maybe was sticking her hands where they shouldn't have been. Chong will get it to Singh. Singh with Kemper on her. Singh gives it to Castillo. 9 on a shot clock. Castillo, she will drive looking for body. And it'll be 2 shots for Castillo. That was a veteran move going right at Kreitz, who drew the body. That's her. First free throw is no good by Castillo, who just had a string of 4 in a row. Misses that one, and we'll get one more shot. Second free throw is good as well. If that foul was against Wilding, which the scoreboard indicates, that's her 4th. Kemper hard to the hole. She'll go to the line with Singh's arms straight up. It'll be on Singh, and Kemper goes to the line where she's 1 of 4. That's the kind of play I thought we'd see more of from Jordan Kemper. Free throw is good. First team All-Star. Leads the team in scoring. Second free throw is no good. Back rim. Wilding had it for a second, but Singh will collect the loose ball, and here come the Falcons. Castillo makes a nifty move, but then now she's trapped in the corner. Gets it to Chung. Inside to Singh. Singh in the paint. A couple of pivots, but then a foul against Nice. 3:28 to go. The lead is 9. And a foul, I think, against Nice. Yes, and her first, and Singh will go to the line. Her first free throw is good. Boy, she's been good. 17 points in the ballgame. Make it 18. Nothing but net for Nadia Singh. Now pressure by the Falcons. Karkner tips it away from Alfonso. Alfonso is then smacked by Karkner. That's a foul. Karkner on a grab. That's her 4th. There's a lot of players now in foul trouble on either side. Coyotes will have to inbound on the baseline. Wilding will get it in to Nice. Nice over here to Alfonso. Alfonso back to Nice, right at the top. Here's Wilding. Wilding will drive baseline. Wilding splits a couple of defenders. Offensive rebound put by Kemper, but it misses. Wilding gets an offensive board, and then Singh will grab it. Here comes Castillo. Castillo one-on-one with Nice. Goes to the hole, no foul, and Nice back the other way. Nice around the back and then pulls it back. 2:50 to go in this one. Alfonso hits from downtown. And a timeout called by Langara. Down by 10, 72-62. A very tight quarterfinal so far. The Falcons have played very, very well, thanks in large part to Nadia Singh. He's been absolutely brilliant in this one with 18 points, leading the Falcons, trying to put them into an upset situation. Remember, the Coyotes are the 3rd seed. The Falcons are the 6th seed. Coyotes won all 3 matches during the regular campaign and beat the Falcons by an average of 22 points. But in the postseason, it's a lot different. Doesn't really matter what happened or what you did in the regular season. The postseason's a whole new can of worms. And we're seeing it here. The Falcons have played extremely well defensively, had some timely shots. The Coyotes haven't shot the ball as well as the Falcons. But give the Falcons tons of credit, especially on the defensive side, led by number 13, Nadia Singh. She'll come on the floor. I believe, though, she has 4 fouls. Wilding for the Coyotes has 4. Karkner has 4 for Langara. Davian Sang has come on the floor, and she has the ball now for the Falcons. Number 2 in orange. First time we've seen her in this playoff, and Castillo will send that into the bench for a turnover. Here's Nice. Nice will get it across the line to Alfonso. Alfonso here to Wilding. Wilding will drive and get it to go. Chalet Wilding with their first points in the fourth quarter. That one, Singh somehow taps it to her. And now Sang. Down low to Singh. Singh, nice catch. Her spin move doesn't go, but she'll go to the free throw line. And called on Nice. That's her second. And Singh will go back to the free throw line where she's 4 for 4. First free throw is no good. That's the first one she's missed. I hope it didn't jinx her. Her second free throw. And it is no good either. Pops in and out. Hanny does get the board. Sends it up to Alfonso. 2:10 remaining in this one. 74-62. Nice to the hoop. Nice dish to Kemper. Rejected by Singh. Singh with a block there. Goes off, I think, Singh. And Coyotes will get the ball back. And maybe they want a timeout. Yeah, the Coyotes want to call a timeout. 74-62. Great defensive work again by Nadia Singh. With the block there. Falcons have 1 timeout remaining. Coyotes have 2. And this women's quarterfinal, winner moves on to face the Capilano Blues, the 2nd seed, tomorrow at 1 o'clock. The men, the Coyotes, and the Blues, a rematch of the 2020 quarterfinal, is set to go right after this one. The second women's quarterfinal coming up at 5 o'clock. It might get a little pushback due to the injury to Rachel Labrador. But the second quarterfinal, we'll see the Camosun Chargers and the Douglas Royals. And then the final quarterfinal of this Thursday is back on the men's side, where it's the Douglas Royals and Langara Falcons. So lots of basketball still to be played. And we're a little bit behind schedule because of the injury. Rachel, no doubt, is at the hospital here in Abbotsford now. Injured her ankle. Was on the gym floor for at least half an hour. Maybe longer. When they finally got her to the hospital after the paramedics finally arrived. So Kemper on the inbound. Kemper trying to make a move. She does, but Singh partially blocked there. Kemper gets her own shot back. 5 on the shot clock. Now 4. Alfonso has to just lift it. It misses everything. Shot clock violation on the air ball. And with 1:49 to go, Falcons will get the ball. Coyotes are going to show pressure. And they try to get the ball into Castillo. They do. It's Jessica Castillo. Picks up her dribble and will send it down, and it'll be Nice on the steal. Nice picks up her dribble and throws it into the stands. Nice and Alfonso not on the same page. And Chung will come back in. Chung will... I thought she was going to take the inbound, but Sang will have a seat after the limited action. And they get the ball to Chong. Chong will get across. Nice on her. 1:28 to go. Castillo. Castillo will shoot up a runner, miss it. Alfonso with the rebound, and she'll send it up to Wilding. Wilding all alone behind the defense, but misses the shot. Kemper with an offensive board gets it back to Soleil. And she will get it back to Kemper. Kemper inside, 9 on the shot clock. Good defense by Singh. Again, another rebound for Nadia Singh. Chong, she will go to the hoop, but can't get that one to go. Now under a minute to play. And Karkner will foul. I think that is her 4th or 5th foul. It is, and Sprott will come back in. That's the 5th on Karkner. Kate Karkner. Good game here from Karkner. I have her with 16 points, but she'll have to sit down. First free throw is good for Nice. She's 3 for 3. And the second free throw good as well, and the Falcons will call timeout. That'll be their last timeout of the game. 76-62, the score in favor of the third-seeded Coyotes, trying to win the women's program's first PACWEST playoff game. The men won their first PACWEST playoff game last year, beating the Capilano Blues, who they will face right after this one's done in a men's quarterfinal. And the women were 0 for 2 so far in the postseason in their third season in the PACWEST. Poised to win their first one with a 76-62 lead over the 6th-seeded Langara Falcons. But Virginia Watson is talking to her team, trying to get them motivated. Game's not over yet. Crazier things have happened. You get some free throws, and with the clock stopped, try to score some points. But there's only 55.9 seconds to go. Falcons will take it, the inbound in the offensive end. And now one more whistle blows. The call is there, but Chong will try to find somebody to send it into, does Lafleur. Lafleur, little runner off the window and good. Lafleur. And this ball gets up to Feltz. Feltz from downtown. Got it to go. 79-64. That one is knocked away. Chong comes up with it. A wild left-handed shot. And Nice, with Singh falling down, Nice will get it here to Wilding. Wilding gets it back from Felt. Here's Paloma from Paraguay. Another Paraguayan gets the pass. 17 seconds, but 5 on the shot clock. Alfonso gets here to Henny. Henny has it stolen. Sprott with the steal. 10 seconds to go. Sprott, I think, lost the track of time, tried to shoot it from center. And with 7.4 seconds to go, Coyotes will give it to Wilding, who will cross the timeline, and the Okanagan College Coyotes have a 79-64 victory here in this quarterfinal. Congratulations to the Coyotes, the program's first women's playoff victory, as they beat the Langara Falcons. Falcons season comes to a close. Nadia Singh is the player of the game for the Langara Falcons. So Singh gets herself a t-shirt. She was absolutely the best player on the floor for the Falcons. I would argue the best player on the floor for either team. And Felt is the player of the game for the Okanagan Coyotes, Devin Felt. She had a great game here. She had 5 3-pointers and 15 points. So once again, the Coyotes win 79-64. They will face the Capilano Blues tomorrow in a women's semifinal. We will step aside and take a break and get ready for the men's quarterfinal, the Blues and the Coyotes. It's coming up next at the 2022 PACWEST Basketball Championship.
Stay tuned, especially on PACWEST.tv.